Am I winning in this life? Is my life perfect right now? Ask yourself this question. There's two ways you can answer this question. Either you can say, no, my life is not perfect right now. My life is a little bit stressful. I have lots of worries. I have lots of anxieties. Sometimes I'm happy, but the happiness never lasts. So when I feel a bit sad, I try and chase after some more happiness. And because I'm always chasing after happiness, I'm always worried, when is my next happiness coming? And that creates something called anxiety. So most of us will say, actually, that is a bit what life is. You wake up in the morning and you already feel like you're late for something. There's already something to do. There's maybe a list of 10 different things that your mind starts telling you that you have to do. Or you can say, yes, I'm living a very perfect life. I have lots of money. I have really nice things. I have a big house, very comfortable house, flat screen TV. I have servants serving me. I have fast cars. I have nice clothes. I have a great life. I have good health. If that is our life, then there's a very simple follow-up question. If that is what makes us happy, what will you do when all those things start falling away? What will you do when your health is no longer there? What will you do when your family are no longer around? What will you do if you start losing money? If you lose the big house, if you lose the big cars, then will you still be happy? Because Gurbani has been written by people who are still happy even if they have nothing. Do we have that kind of happiness in our life? That regardless of what's happening in the material world, we are still happy on the inside. Do we know this experience? I'll give you an example where I think you might have experienced this in your life. Try to think back to a time in your life when you were maybe in school or college or university. Have you ever had a moment in your life where it was time for an exam? You walked into the exam room and all the other children and all the other students are very nervous about the exam. And you've walked in and you're feeling really confident. You say, I've done all the studies. I feel good. I think I'm very well prepared. And then you sit down and you open the exam paper and all the questions are exactly the questions that you've prepared for. You must have had an experience like that in your life. Just for a moment, try and remember what that feeling feels like. You look around and all the other students are looking really nervous and really worried. Oh no, I didn't study this question. I didn't practice this question. And you're looking at the exam paper and you're saying, I've studied exactly these questions. I know exactly what the answers are. Try and remember what that feeling feels like. How would you feel at that moment? You would feel really confident. You would feel nothing can faze me now. Nothing can worry me. I've got it all sorted. The Bhagats are talking about a similar kind of experience, except the exam that they're sitting is everyday life. At everyday moments, they have this level of stability and confidence. No matter what is happening on the outside, I'm prepared. I'm ready. Nothing can happen on the outside because I'm already prepared for all the uncertainty of life. What if you and me could live like that at every moment? What would you call that? The word that I can think of is contentment, santok, sahaj, stillness, happiness. You know, no matter what, this life is going well. Not because of anything outside, because an internal confidence, because you've prepared for life. You see, if we don't live like that, what we do is either if we're following just a religious life, doing all the religious things, or we're following society's life, we're going through an emotional roller coaster. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. We're never just tranquil, steady, still. We're always chasing after things. What we do in religious life, everyone who's matha taking, maybe matha takes with a desire. Guruji, I'm matha taking, please can you give me this? Please can I have this in my life or that in my life? Even if we think it's a very noble desire, please can you help my children pass their exams so that they can get a good job? Whatever it is, if you're bowing down to Guru Granth Sahib Ji with a desire in your mind, what you're saying is, Guruji, I'm not happy today, but if you give me this, then I'll be happy. Your happiness is always tomorrow. And the same happens with society as your religion. If society is your religion, then tomorrow is the day that I buy something more. Today I'm not happy, but I'll be happy when I get this. I'll be happy when I get a new job, or I'll be happy when I get a promotion. I'll be happy when I get a bigger house. I don't know if you've noticed, you spend your whole life getting educated so that you can buy a house, get a good job, get lots of money. And then when you're sitting in that house, then you think, now I need to fill this house. And then you get married, you get a husband and wife, and you feel really happy, oh, I'm married. And then after a couple of years, even that happiness fades. And then you say, okay, let's have some children. You have some children, you think the children are going to make me happy. Then you have the children, then you realize you were happier before you had the children. So you wait for the children to grow up. You say, I can't wait for these children to grow up. Let them grow up and leave me alone. It's too much headache. They grow up, they move out of the house, and then you realize you're bored again. Then you call the children back again, come back, now give me some grandchildren. And the cycle starts again. Now you want grandchildren, now you're worried about their happiness, their education, you're waiting for them to grow up. When does your happiness actually happen? Your happiness is always tomorrow, and the same is true for religious life. So both of these lifestyles is not what Gurmat is talking about. Gurmat is talking about a lifestyle where regardless of what's happening on the outside, you don't need anything. You're happy without anything.